Secrets the middle class and poor didn't know about money. There's one common thing on everyone's mind, and that's how to make money. The poor and middle class are looking for ways to get money to be rich, while the rich are looking for money to ensure they stay rich. Lucky for you, I have some secret tips on how rich people make legit money, so if you know you are poor or in the middle class category, make sure to watch this video to the end and you just might turn your life around. 1. Do not work for money, but let money work for you. There is this popular belief that if you want money, you must work for it. This is true, yes, because money doesn't fall from the trees. However, you do know that when you focus on working for money, it limits you and you'll eventually have to stop. But when you make your money work for you, more opportunities assured of generating passive income would come for you. A good example of making money work for you, for instance, is investing in real estate or bonds currency. Whatever investment you want to do, though, ensure you do it wisely and measure the risks associated with it. If the risks are minimal, then go ahead and do it. 2. Take advantage of time. Have you ever heard the saying, time is wealth? Well, this is so because time is very valuable. This is a secret that all rich people know. Value time more than money because everything in life has to do with time, including making money. Even your investments earn interest over a period of time, so whatever you invest today would determine where you'll be tomorrow. Do not feel sad about the fact that you don't have much right now, like the rich people, because even the small amount you invest could end up earning you a lot of money in the future. So start now and invest whatever amount you have in trusted investment channels. Say no to reckless spending. The rich may spend lavishly sometimes, but one thing the wise ones always do is to budget their income, else you may find yourself knee-deep in debts. 3. Do not have just one stream of income. A common mistake poor people of the middle class make is that once they have a stream of income, they become relaxed and comfortable, so they do not bother to find other opportunities. This is not the same with the rich, though. The rich never rests. They always want to find new streams of income and make more money. They do not rely on one source of income. Rather, they create many streams of revenue for themselves. Having more than one stream of income is the best because if one fails, for instance, you have 5. You do not have to go back to level 0. You can always easily bounce back. 4. Seek financial advice from experts. It is not possible for you to be an expert in all fields, so if there's something you do not know, seek help from professionals. Not all wealthy people know everything about money investments, but do you know what they do? They seek professional advice from professionals, so if you know you also want to be wealthy, emulate this also. Seeking financial experts may cost you, though, but it's a small price to pay for the risk you'll end up minimizing. Financial advisors and experts are more likely to provide you with better and tested strategies which would aid you in achieving your goals. 5. Spend within your pockets. Make sure you're not spending more money than you make because that is the number one way to remain poor. If you want to spend, make sure you invest first before taking care of your desires. Speaking of desires, it is never a bad idea to spoil yourself once in a while, but do not spend your money on things you do not necessarily need. 6. Be your own boss. If you work as an employee, you may not end up as rich as you want to because you're working for another person, so you end up enriching your employer. The best solution would be to learn how a business is operated and start your own. It shouldn't be just any business, though, but one you have an interest in. And if you have a business you want to start, but you don't have enough money, then why not start saving little by little until it's up to something you can start? You do not want to stay employed your whole life, do you? So, calculate your pros and cons and take calculated risks now. The middle class and poor are always scared to take risks because of fear of losing what they already have. If you want to be rich, you will need to leave this category. 7. Refuse to stay in your comfort zone. You cannot be rich or wealthy if you don't keep raising the bar and goals to make more money. Do not be comfortable with where you are, but always stay motivated to attain greater heights. One secret the rich knows is that making money is not easy, so they make sure to put in hard work no matter the hurdles they may come across. They do not let opportunities pass them by without trying. 8. Start investing with the little money you have. As earlier mentioned, start investing now, even if what you have is small. Invest with intent to accomplish a goal. You would still get there. The only difference is that it would take a longer time for you to get there. Do not spend all the money you have because that would only end up making you poorer. You also need to have patience. Everything takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Investing is a better option than keeping your money in your bank accounts because when you invest, there is a huge possibility that your money would multiply. But once you leave it in your account, which is a big mistake most poor people do because they think it's safer, it would only end up remaining stagnant with little or no interest. 9. Make use of other people's money with a clear vision and strategic planning. You can always approach wealthy investors or banks to lend you money that could be used for increasing your wealth. This, however, is quite tricky, so make sure you do some groundwork and research to support your borrowing. Also, make sure paying back wouldn't be a problem when the need arises. There are lots of businesses you could borrow money to invest in. A very lucrative one is real estate. In fact, this is what most real estate developers do lately. They borrow money to buy a property or land, and when sales are made, they repay. This way, they increase their earnings without really having to spend their own cash. This done repeatedly can result in massive wealth acquisition, although risks are involved. But as we said, you can't be rich if you're not ready to take risks. Once you know where you're going, the risks would increase drastically. 10. Do not rely on your salary. There's a limit to how wealthy your salary can make you, so a salary not well invested would always seem to vanquish and would never be enough. This is not the way to leave the poor or middle-class economy. What you need to do is complement your salary by getting passive income from other sources, which could be rental properties securities that offer dividend returns from companies you don't even manage on a daily basis. The list is actually endless, so do not limit your opportunities to create wealth. 11. Make money while you sleep. It sounds funny to imagine, but one secret about the rich is that they always seek out investment opportunities, but don't require their active participation. Riches are not just about earning money, it is about keeping the money you make for years to come. If you want to be wealthy, you need to take advantage of investment opportunities that do not require your active participation. You can set up a system that will keep on running as long as you like. 12. Associate with the rich. If you want to be rich, you will need to associate more with the rich so you can learn tips from them. That's it for today's video. I hope tips are helpful and henceforth you'll start to make use of them because I assure you of a major transformation in your status quo if you put it to good use. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more updates on how to make money and if you want to become rich or wealthy. Also, give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next video.